I welcome you to this session. We are going to discuss the first module. We're going to take the Unit 1, Meaning of Politics and some political terminologies in EDA 852, Politics of Education Management. The topic is given up there, Meaning of Politics and some political terminologies. In the introductory parts of our course material, we are reminded that human beings are referred to as political animals because there is politics in virtually everything we do. There is politics in the decision we make at home. There is politics in governments. There is politics in educational management. And even in the religion we practice, there is politics. It is therefore important that we understand the meaning of politics and some related terminologies. In our discourse, we are going to answer some questions taken from the previous examination questions. The first one we have here is to explain the concept of politics of nationhood. Explain the concept of politics of nationhood. The second question, that's very one is taken from 2019. And then the 1C, what is political socialization? The second part of that question is list and discuss any 4 agents of political socialization. That is 2017. And then the other session, there we have differentiate between political party and pressure groups. And this second part of that question is explain the term interest articulation. Question from 2020 examination. All right, okay, the discussion proper. It is important to note that we are going to discuss in line with the questions posed earlier. So the first thing we're going to look at is the definition of politics. The definition of politics. In other words, what is politics? In our course material, we are given that politics includes the activities involved in getting and using power in public life and being able to influence decisions that affect a country or a society. So it includes matters concerned with getting or using power within a particular group or organization. We can define politics as the act whereby someone uses his or her power or authority to influence the decision of others to his or her advantage. You can form your own definition of politics and see how you can align it with this question posed. From this definition, we have some elements of politics evidence here. We have power, we have authority, and we have influence. Power, authority, influence. To start with, power is the focal point of the study of political institution. This is why some people simply define politics as the exercise of power. Politics is defined as the exercise of power. Power can be taken as the ability to influence the behavior or the interests of people with or without resistance. That is, the ability to influence the behavior or the interests of people with or without resistance. Authority, on the other hand, refers to the use of power that is seen as legitimate or socially approved. The power that is conceived as being legitimate or socially approved, or the power that is recognized. Then the last element there, influence. Influence refers to the power that somebody has to make people behave the way he or she wants them to behave. That is, the power to alter the behavior of others. That is what we refer to as influence. Now, I believe you can define or answer this question. Explain the concept of politics of nationhood. As a hint to that, nationhood simply refers to a relatively large group of people organized under a single, usually independent government, like a country. So when we talk of nationhood, we mean a large group of people organized under a single government. The next question we want to answer in this discourse is, what is political socialization? We are acquainted with the concept of socialization as the means through which new individuals or citizens are taught to understand the culture and practices of a group of people and the means of upholding this culture. Political socialization is a process through which the citizens acquire the beliefs, feelings, and information that help them comprehend, evaluate, and relate to the political world around them. That is, through political socialization, new citizens or individual acquire the beliefs, nurture the feelings, and other information that will help them to be able to interpret, able to evaluate issues that surrounds them. The agent of political socialization includes the family, the peer groups, schools, social clubs, political parties, mass media, and so on. Let's discuss each of these one by one. The family. The family is the nucleus of the society, that is the bedrock of a society, and it is the first point of contact between the newborn citizens and the political system. It is the family that teaches the child his political system, mother's tongue, initial religious beliefs, and some societal norms. So as the child grows, he or she starts to learn from his or her parents the symbols of the community, the political parties and political figures favored by his or her parents, and those that the parents dislike. The second agent noted here, the school. The school plays an important role in political socialization. It has within its curriculum subjects like history, geography, social studies, civic, which teach the students the different aspects of social life. And by this, a comprehensive cultural transmission takes place. The third one is mass media. The mass media gives the day-by-day happening in the nation, and with globalization, what is also happening all over the world. The people are in contact with their leaders, the issues facing the nation, as well as the different position on the issues. Another important agent of political socialization is the civic clubs. We know that human beings have various interests which may be so difficult to realize individually. People form or join clubs, associations, unions, religious groups to collaborate in order to realize these various interests because it is easier that way. All these groups of different forms exist in all political systems and they perform socializing functions. The fifth agent here is political parties. The political party is also an important agent of political socialization because it influences a large number of people to be involved in the political life of the state. With its manifesto, the party educates the people and makes them to be aware of the range of choices available to them. I believe with this exposition we can define political socialization. That is, what is political socialization? The second question to be answered there is list and discuss any four agents of political socialization. Recall that we said the family, which is the first and foremost, the peer groups, the school, the civic clubs, and political parties. These are some of the agents of political socialization. The next discussion is to answer the question, what is the difference between political parties and interest groups? Differences between political parties and interest groups. A political party is a group of people who have come together to achieve common goals by acquiring political power and using it. Political parties aimed at achieving power by supporting a candidate and winning elections. It is important to note that an interest group can arise inside a political party, since members of the political party can have different opinions on different issues. Now, let's talk about interest or pressure groups. An interest group is an organized body of individuals that consciously come together to agitate, defend, or articulate some kind of interest common to them in the system. It refers to people with common interest or ideology in the system that forms themselves into groups. So the groups are formed to advance specific demands and may disappear as soon as their demands are achieved. So unlike the political parties, interest groups do not seek to achieve political power in a country. By this, I believe we have differentiated between political parties and interest groups. Whereas political parties long to achieve power by supporting candidates and winning election, the interest groups do not seek to achieve any political power in a country. Now, the last thing to consider in this discourse is interest articulation. Interest articulation is the method or process by which pressure groups press their demands. Such pressures are normally geared towards influencing public policies in their own favor or in direction that will benefit them. Allowing articulation of opinion or interest in any political system shows how democratic the system is. With this, we have come to the conclusion of this discourse, and we can now differentiate between political parties and pressure groups and also explain the term interest articulation. Thanks for watching Maths Guru's video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our video so others may benefit from this service. Thank you and stay tuned.